Good evening, my children of the night, and welcome back to I Wani Hug the Gator. Okay, things are gonna get a little deep this time. I don't remember what happened last time. Oh yeah. What's her name? What was her name? It's like I know all the characters' names in this game, but I keep forgetting them. It's like it's not coming to me. The bad girl, Mia, however it's pronounced. Yeah, the school mean girl. Okay, she was picking on Olivia, who is here with us actually. She's just not in the scene right now. She was picking on Olivia. We found them in a classroom. She was yelling at him. Apparently, she was not really she was basically blackmailing Olivia to do art. Otherwise, she'd rat her out. For the little things she did earlier in the contest when she switched Inka's art. Somehow she knew about that. Then we were gonna tell Mr. Idacon, and then Maya just came up from behind us, spooked us. One thing led to another, and she got glitter in her eye from a nearby painting because her stupid tail has a mind of its own, I guess. But yeah, she was pissed. She came after us. We were hiding in the elevator. Mr. Idacon scared her away with a freaking stun rod. We talked it out, and Idacon was very understanding. Just like Inko said he would be. So yeah. And now we're here. Apparently there's a typhoon going on or something, so we're kind of locked in the school. I think it's on the same day. Everybody was just chilling out, and then it started raining. So yeah, that's a rough recap. All right, I actually looked it up. We still got quite a ways to go. I think we're on like chapter 12, and this game has chapters up to like the 20s. So I'd say we're like about halfway there. We're almost there. We're living on a prayer. Okay. The two move back to the entrance, and I'm faced with a myriad of boxes I'll have to carry. Looks like there's about 10. They're pretty medium sized, like you couldn't fit a table lamp in them. Or like you could fit a lamp. Yeah, whatever. How heavy can they... Oh, come on, you wimp. Ah! Hood. Lift with your knees, Inko! This is gonna suck. I can frickin' do that. I can lift over 50 pounds. I look at Olivia and she already has her phone out and pointed my way. Traitor. Damn it. I shoot my legs and try again. That's the perfect face for this. Oops. I actually managed to get this thing off the ground. This must weigh at least 70 pounds. Let me guess, it's only like 40. What are these loaded with, bricks? Something like that. Careful, they're fragile. They're breakable bricks. Finally, I get the last box in its place. I pick a chair and collapse in a heap. My muscles are on fire. Though, to be honest, I don't know if I could have done all that at the beginning of the year. I guess I'm getting stronger. Idacon walks back into the dark room with a small black toolbox. Oh, good, you're done. Come on out and take a breather. That looked tough. I'd rather stay here. Olivia shows up in the doorway behind Idacon. I'm surprised you didn't use the dolly. What dolly? I freaking love that pissed off face of his. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it kind of reminds me of, which JoJo was it? It was in the... I think it was called Stardust Crusaders. It's the guy with the hermit stand. I don't know what happens, but he like makes a face like that and his one eye is bulging out. It kind of reminds me of that. Before you get started with me, Inko, you didn't ask. For the love of... I hate you. That's the spirit. Olivia stifles her laughter into a snicking snort fest. Your mood will improve when you see just what you've been carrying. The bodies of my family. Oh, shit. Oh, whoops. Oh? He grabs a box cutter from the shelf and slices the top of it open. Accidentally slices my throat somehow. Our teacher pulls out what looks to be a large overhead lamp from the box. Oh, sweet! So that means that you'll be making your own prints for midterms. That sounds awesome! Oh man, I can't wait to... But before any of that, these need to be assembled. The rest of the parts are taken from the first box and set down meticulously. Olivia's gotten curious as she's rolled up to the station and handling one of the funnier looking pieces. Ah, don't touch that one. That one's, that's not a piece for this. Anywho, here you two go. Wait, two? Yes, two. Don't think I didn't notice you watching it go so much. The stammered denial from Olivia does nothing to wipe the cheeky grin from our teacher's face. But what about you, Mr. Idacon? I'll be right back. He makes his way to the door again. And I'm here wondering curiously, thinking he's a little super sus. Get started without me. I need to go fetch some things. I need to go fetch my gun. Before either Olivia and I could speak up, he's left the room. Olivia already has the toolbox open in her lap. Right then. I grab the folded up instructions and lay it out, seeing the details of the bizarre device fully assembled. Okay, so... Thunk. Step 1. Put that in your anus. Hand me the next piece. Oh, did I scare you? Yes, you scared me. These things are heavy. What if you dropped that on something? I didn't, though. But you could have. And I didn't. Olivia's tail reaches for some brackets, but I grab the limb before she can take them. Damn. Hold on. We gotta do things right or the enlarger might not work right. She retracts her tail from the table. You're no fun. This is an oversized lamp. That's a gross oversimplification. You're a gross oversimplification. I like these guys when they bicker like that. Idacon's gonna make you use the one you break. Just means I can sketch more, right? Well, it means you can't participate and learn about photography. Photography is your thing, so it doesn't really apply to me much, does it? Well, maybe that's the case for you, but photography is my thing. It's the whole reason I took this class after all. Oh, sorry. It's nothing. Olivia politely rests her hands in her lap. Let the man do this. Her eyes linger on the box of parts. Well, how does it work then? The print larger? She shakes her head. Photography. Like, why the giant lamp thing? It's all digital today, right? Huh. I think that's the first time someone's actually asked me about it. Sure, I've had lots of mid-shower rehearsals explain my hobbies and their cultural significance to others, but none of that's coming to me right now. I like how I'm able to say all these like really long words out loud. Meanwhile, other times, even like the smallest words, I freaking fumble. I'm always happy when I'm able to get a whole sentence through without fumbling. It's all about the shot composition, and this machine is part of the production of it. Getting the right things in the right places at the right time can evoke a certain feeling. Composition is a thing in painting too, you know. I'm ill prepared for Olivia's comeback. Yeah, but it's a lot easier to pick the composition you want. Not really. Picking the right colors, making sure they go well together, that's more of a pain than you think, Inko. It's probably why you're no good at art. Or at the very least, painting. You don't have to worry about any factors other than yourself. Well, with photography, you have to build a set. You have to build a set to get a good photo. That's the fun of it. But why would you want to limit yourself like that? Why not just draw whatever you're taking a picture of instead? Because that would take too long. You could express all kinds of things you can never express with a photo. That is true. All of Disney's live-action movies in a nutshell. And I'm only saying that because you can only express that in cartoons. No matter how advanced CGI gets, a CG turd is still gonna look like a CG turd. Olivia taps a claw on the imager. The metallic ping echoes in the small room. It's not really small, it looks more like a warehouse. Doesn't exactly look like a development room at all. What sets all this junk apart from the lines on a page? The technique and vision. She smirks at my petulant comment. Fine, I'll show her. I'll show her. I'll prove to you that this takes skill. A certain set of skills that I hold. I hold the lighting portion up, making sure that it's the right angle, and fasten the last portion of the enlarger in. I plug the machine in and flip the switch, happy that it works right and lights up the entire base. Excuse me. Excuse me. Jeez, I can't stop burping. Sorry. Okay, Olivia looks at me with much confusion. With confusion, as I move to the entrance of the room and flick the light switch, bathing the room in a bright red light. Oh, that's cool. Now we're in Virtual Boy land. Going back to our workspace, I pulled the developed negatives from my backpack and slot the slide. Slot the slide. I slot the slide I want into the carrier. I know he's putting a picture slot into the slide. That just looks weird to me. And ta-da! The negative carrier in place in the machine. A blurry gray blob is projected into the base. What? Give me a minute. I hold the manual under the light to the side of the blob, checking which knob is which, and slowly turn them. It reveals me with a anime waifu. She's like, Anko, what the hell is this? Wrong slide. As the lens and the bills shift, the Rorschach test transforms, gaining more definition until finally it becomes the spitting image of the school's front entrance. I can even do this. Starts doing the thumb removal trick. No way! I take out the negative and place another up top before slotting the carrier back in, while also increasing the strength of the light. I can make the school dance. The image displayed is now the entrance with a dozen semi-transparent students in front of it. How did they do it? What did you do? What is this sorcery? I overlapped another shot. Backgrounds are the same and doubled up, so I had to intensify the light. Otherwise the entrance would be too dim. So, that would take me a few minutes to do tops. Well, good for you, we're not all fast drawers. It'd look a lot better too. She smirks, but I think she's feigning her apathy this time. Her tail gives her away. It's a lot more technical, I guess, but I only knew how to do this kind of stuff from Mr. Ideken's lecture about negatives. What else can you do with this thing? I don't know, but... What's that Oh shit! I pull out the negative carrier and wince at how hot it is. Crap shit! Or crap shit! Olivia is quick to rip the plug from the socket. With my sleeve, I open up the carrier and I see I've managed to melt the two negatives together. Oh man, I was gonna use that. All that work and I go and mess it up trying to prove something. Olivia is never going to let me live this down. The green gator lays a sympathetic hand on my shoulder to my surprise. Hey, shit happens. I've ruined a lot of paintings in the past too, you know. She takes the reels from the warm metal plate and holds them up to the red light, trying to see through them. And you've got more shots on this thing. But I like those shots. Then go retake them. It's not that easy. Like, it has to be the exact same time and weather and... lighting? The abrupt darkness coincides with the vague ambient sound of ventilation shuddering to a halt. The blackness is all incomposing. I can't even see Olivia, who I know is right next to me. Anko? I'm scared of the dark. Her voice helps me confirm that she's still alive in some fashion. Or that we're still alive in some fashion. Sorry. But there's a shakiness in her tone, which she sends tense rattles down my spine. Ugh. Our breathing is the only noise. It's as if we've been encapsulated in the void of nothingness. I'm still here. I know that. I let my hand down to brace her snoot, feeling the still warm metal of the enlarger base. But, yeah, I guess the school lost its power. I feel something covering my hand, and then squeeze. Painfully. Wow! Sorry. The pressure lessens, but she doesn't let go of my fingers. My fingers fuse together. No, it's fine. There's a subtle shake in the scaly limb in my hand, but when I brush my thumb across, the limb eases. Hey, stop that. Stop what? Just that. Stop that thing you're doing with your hand. I shrug, and do it again. And then want to slap my face when I realize she can't see that. Alright. Standing here in the darkness of the dark room, I realize that you were just like me, trying to make history. It isn't getting us anywhere. We should go find... Wham! Olivia? Inko? Ah! My instincts kick in. I ought back to make a space between us and the killer. I turn my back to them and become a defensive wall. I wrap my arms around Olivia's head to make sure she's 100% protected. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. It's me, Mr. Atticon. It took a bit to find a flashlight, but with how this room is, that looked weird to me. I looked up to the shining white pterodactyl pointing the flashlight at his own face. Ooh. Oh. Get off me, get. Oof. Oof. Look, I'm not paying you two to get frisky in the closet. That's what the Triggem class is for. Triggem? You're not we're not for... I don't know who said what. Mr. Atticon holds up a pale hand, his grin widening. Relax, I'm joking around. Still, I still had that stun rod though. Or I think it was cattle prod. Because it was for this, I think it had a tag that said it was for a certain sex reason. Eastus. I forget what it is. It's like something for that. He leans against the doorway to get a better look inside at the dark room with his flashlight. Power's out for the whole block, and apparently our backup generator is decades old and is the only thing keeping the AC on. Someone should get fired for that. Come on, we can wait it out in the studio. Olivia follows me out into the main classroom as we trail slowly in Mr. Atticon's wake. The slow sounds of his gate. His gate? What? Sets a nice contrast to the rain lashing against the windows. Whoa, it's really coming down outside. It's like Kapuya, Kapuya. Think it'll flood? It floods here? Sometimes. The ground floor classroom used to have a carpet, you know. Atticon starts pulling something out of his desk, but it's really dark to see what. Don't remind me. That junk just sucked away half a year's funding. And our lives. You ever try teaching people about water coolers without the friggin' watercolors? Watercolors without the friggin' watercolors? Was ridiculous. I remember. I remember you were the most upset. Alright. Wait, you said that? Oh, yeah. Alright. He sets some tiny tea lights down on one of the desks and begins lighting them. Tea light. The tiny wicks are all set aligned with the tiniest of embers. They're all put in a weird pentagram formation. Wow, I can't believe I didn't know what that word was. We're gonna play summon. Summon that demon. And I summoned Maya accidentally. Oh shit, she's back. Won't those trigger the fire alarms? They don't work. We should be fine. They're too small by themselves. We're so poor that we don't even have fire alarms that work. Oops. What are those for? For tea. I've been saving them for a rainy day. We're going to be stuck here for a while, so why not make it a camp out? I got marshmallows. Camping. I like the sound of that. Won't we get in trouble though? Maybe trespassing, right? It's either this or trying to get you home in this storm. As if to illustrate his point, the teacher... Wait. As if to illustrate his point, the weather decided to chime in. Oh. Besides, schools are usually made with sheltering in mind. Yeah, he said that earlier, dummy. There's all kinds of procedures for this. Like bringing everyone to the gym and bringing out some really moldy cots. Olivia winces. Those cots haven't been replaced? Our budget has been in the red for years, Miss Halford. Part of why we're being scrutinized right now, with the whole audit business. Anyway, we're the only ones left on campus, so I'm not going to go through all that trouble. You'll have to sleep on the floor. So just relax for now. I've already called a taxi for the both of you. Taxi? I made the call as soon as the power went out. It's just going to be a while to get one ready and send it out. We need a fearless soul to go through this weather. What'll we do in the meantime? Roast marshmallows. Our teacher has a wicked grin. Uh-oh. You're not done with that homework, right? Oh, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Time and the storm carried on, yet things are surprisingly calm. Olivia pretends to focus on her work while I pretend to help her. But soon enough, Mr. Idicon starts sharing wild stories about previous semesters. You know, a few years back, somebody tried to take his hat right off his head. Let me tell you, I've never seen a shovel fly that fast. Oh, is he talking about Sully? Because he's the whole soldier reference. That sounds appropriately violent. Either way, Olivia slowly loosens the facade of productivity and I join her not long after. You know, I still owe you for ruining your one coat last year. Wait, I still owe you for ruining your one coat last year. Last year? I thought it was today. Cause it was when we were running from Maya. Right? I don't think this is right. Unless it's talking about my coat is like from last year or something. Oh, he's talking to Idicon about it. Oh, forget about it. I have a dozen of them in my closet anyway. You too? An eerie ambience from the blackout is quickly overridden by our combined laughter. Eventually, we run out of things to say and just wait quietly for each other's company. Wait quietly in each other's company. Mr. Idicon slumps downward in his chair. Ooh, long day today. He glances out the window, still being assaulted by sheets of rainwater outside. Normally, I'm home by now, resting. You two don't mind if I relax a little here? No, go ahead. Thanks. He stretches behind him, cracking his spine against the groove of the chair. Olivia, I've been meaning to say. You're usually so quite reserved, isolated even. I've noticed you being a bit more friendly recently. Huh? You think so? You've been in my classes all 4 years, of course I would. Maybe a bit too old-fashioned, but it hurts me to see students hurt themselves like that. When you're in the adult world, you'll see this all the time. When someone's in a rut, they'll tend to just stay there until their days blend together instead of lifting themselves up. Like they got all the time in the world. So I'm proud of you for making an effort, Olivia. Wow, I know that all too well. Oh, Mr. Idicon, I don't, I mean... Don't be flustered. Be proud, Olivia. You managed to form a friendship. Friendship earned. Of course, I appreciate you extending an olive branch too, Inko. Me? It's no problem, Mr. Idicon. Come on, school hours are over. You can drop the mister. I mean, it's not something to be thanking me for, is it? I'm just your friend. That is great. That is great to hear, though. You can't always navigate this world alone. Someone to keep company can really help. He can? More than you can imagine. Idacon leans forward to place a hand over both of ours. I love you, both of you. He just barely makes contact with Olivia's wrist when she winces and yanks back. Shit. Olivia? Are you alright? Al, I'm fine. That just hurt. It was fine before, though. You've been trying to stay out that wrist all day. Was it that bad? It was feeling better. I even helped build those doohickeys. The print enlargers. Wait. Oh, the print enlargers. He covers his eyes with one hand. Of course. Great move. Student's been overworking herself, and I think to give extra physical work. What am I doing? It wasn't your fault. I didn't want you to worry. I had no idea how bad it was. He leans forward again, gently holding Olivia's wrist, inspecting and being careful not to cause any pain. Does this hurt? Yes, it hurts. You need to take care of yourself, Olivia. If something were to happen, I know you'd be completely beside yourself. I know you were doing extra work, but how did it even get this bad? It was a lot of extra work. Doing a whole group's assignment on top of my own. For the last 3 weeks, basically. Or, excuse me, jeez. I didn't have any soda or anything. Didn't have any hot food, nothing. For the last 3 weeks, basically all of my free time. It's great practice. At least, that's what I was telling myself. Olivia does her best to hide her winces as the teacher tests her arm. I never would have made it to graduation. All because of that painting you switched. He shakes his head and lets go of Olivia. No, it goes further than that. That painting was all because of the pain you've been going through all these years. All because of that first contest entry hanging in the gala. Your first venture into the art world, and it went how it did. Olivia looks down at her hand, stretching the fingers out and in slowly, carefully. My hand moves without a thought, fingers taking her hand carefully to help in some way or another. You and that painting. Our teacher palms his face and groans into it. Just say face palm, that's what all the kids are saying. It's a generally good piece, Olivia. I've told you that so many times. She locks up, but manages a small nod. What a horrible chain of events. I've had to witness it all these years. Watch it as it's taken your friends, your self-worth. That little smile you had when you first came into my class, and now it's ruining your health. He gently lets go and covers his own eyes again. And I really just sat here and watched it? I was just talking about how people act like they have more time than they have. Idacon, are you alright? I'm super. Man. I'm more than okay. In fact, I made up my mind about something. You. Take her to the gala, please. There's something I want you two to see. No words, just do it, please. I nod. What are you gonna show us? I just said no words. He stops at the door. Something you should have seen a long time ago. My ass. Oh, good. My shoes slosh noisily through the flooded hallways as we slowly head back to the main building of the school. Olivia herself had used her arms to tuck her legs up in her seat, up at her seat, her head now resting on her knees. Idacon didn't seem to care, each of the steps splashing water around, soaking his slacks. The drains of the floor are working overtime, keeping the water at minimal level. An unsettling feeling washes over me as the entire atrium. The interior of the school pitch black from the lack of lighting. At least that's a creepy sound. At least we aren't dealing with wet floors. But navigating the halls in the dark is a new difficulty. Olivia brought out her phone using its flash as a light to shine our way, but I'm still unnerved. The only sound I hear is the squelch of my shoes and the awkward chirping from both Olivia and I. And it was then I realized that Idacon had left us behind. To die. Mr. Idacon? Her voice bounces down the dark halls of the school. Did you see where he went? Kinda. I think he went that way. I could just make out Olivia's hand pointing next to her, thanks to her phone, towards the school's offices. I mean, he said he was going to the gala. I keep pushing Olivia through... Oh, I keep pushing Olivia, though, taking my time as I feel my shoes threaten to slip with each step I take. It's slow going between the eerie darkness and my slow steps. What should have taken us minutes, at most takes about 3 minutes for us to arrive at the gala. Well, we're here. Man, I'm hungry. The storm rages against the glass ceiling. What's normally the source of the hall's natural lighting is completely obscured by the typhoon. And there's still no sign of Idacon. I withdraw my phone and turn its flashlight on too, in the hopes to improve the situation. I can hear something else, aside from us in the rain. Something that's getting closer. Booga booga! Ah! A tiny red light in the distance, we're there with the sound. The tiny ember bounces and sways in rhythm with an odd tapping. Until... I needed to tell you this a long time ago. I'm Batman. Oh, boy. Hi, Mr. Idacon. I'm not gonna lie, this picture left me speechless. I thought we were gonna be in some deep shit, but we'll see. I'm frozen for a second. The thought forces its way through me. He would have never hurt us. Idacon, that's a very nice axe you have. Can I ask you a question? Immediately gets hit by it. What are you doing? Something is kicked aside. It's Olivia's painting from the art contest a few weeks back. It smacks loudly against the glass casing of the display case. These are the ones, yeah? What? I'm ignored. Idacon staring right at Olivia. She's also struck fearful, but she nods. Idacon takes a deep breath and then faces the display. What are you gonna do with that? Hey! Idacon, wait. This is a bit extreme, isn't it? Oh, you want extreme? Yay, animation. Damn. I did it. I killed the shelf. Huh. Being a killer really takes it out of you. Olivia, you're free. It's gone. Both of them. This should have been done long ago. Yeah. Idacon, it's crazy. I know. What about the other things in the case? Who fucking cares? Those students graduated ages ago. You know how many still do art? None. You know how many work at McDonald's? All of them. If they're collateral, so someone else can find... Wait. If they're collateral, so someone else can find by me. But Olivia, you got no other big paintings now, do you? She shakes her head. That's a shame. Look what I just did. I can make another. It just starts peeing on them. Okay, dude, that's a little extreme. I think the axe was enough. Yes, that's what I need to hear. You make me so proud to hear that. I mean, I get the whole thing, but as an artist, like redoing a whole thing really sucks. Especially digital art. At least in my opinion. Like, there is actually a commission that I did. It was a comic. It was like one page, so it wasn't like anything big, but it still took a lot to do it. And even though I saved it, I was trying to like move my computer and stuff, and I got the bright idea to unplug my computer instead of like turning it off normally. And when I came back on, I looked the picture up. It was like completely messed up. And I'm like, yeah, I can't go through that again. I'm just gonna give them a refund. I did enjoy doing the comic, but it was a lot of work to do that. So I was like, fuck it. I tried everything to get it back, but there was just nothing I could do. That's when I decided to turn the computer off properly before moving it around or doing anything with it. Anyway. Basically, recreating anything. It's possible, but it still sucks. Do you remember in sophomore year when you challenged me to think of something I'd wanted to do and you set a goal to do it? Of course. I couldn't think of anything back then. But there has been one thing I've been wanting to do for a while now. And like you said, some company could really help. Olivia grips my hand just a little tighter. Ow! Promise not to laugh. Never. Would you mind asking me again, Idacon? Sure. I believe it was... If you could leave right now and go do anything you wanted, what would you want to do? Anything at all. Yep. I want to go see a fountain. And paint it for you. Fucking brilliant. There's a fountain here? There's a park not too far from here, and you can barely see the fountain in the center of it from the window. You can't see it now in the storm, but I want to go out there. I think I know of it. The one on Stig Equestrian Park. That's wonderful, Olivia. Idacon stumbles a bit. I rush in to give him a shoulder. Some shards of glass crunching over into my feet. Ha! Good thing the power's out. No cameras up or anything. Won't you get in trouble for any of this? I just said no cameras. But I do have witnesses. Just holds the axe up again. I'm always in trouble for something. And ordinarily, I just take the hit. especially for something like this. That Maya chick can take the fall. To hell with her. Damn. Olivia managed another small smile. I'm looking forward to that painting. You better get it to me. I will. And you'd better help. Of course. I'll be moral support. Idacon motions for us to wait by the school's entrance. For a while we sit there. Do you have one, Idacon? Hmm? Do you have something you want to do? What is with this eerie music? I'm already doing it. No, really. I like that look too. Really? Really? Teaching high school is a great job that nobody ever regrets. I don't know. I'm sure there's some teachers out there that just hate teaching. You should pose that question to Inko there. All this character development and he's barely said a word. It's like he's the main character or something. Alright. Inko, what about you? What do I want to do, huh? If I could pick anything. I guess... none of these questions matter. Or none of these answers matter, I say. Brainy plans. I want to find true love. That's stupid. I want to go to college. A more ambitious dream. I can get behind it. It's a bit unimaginative. That's just hater talk. You should probably start looking a bit more into how and not the what. Like you would know. I could totally do it. Sure thing, Mr. Successful. Your blog doesn't even have 10 followers. Ouch. You looked me up? Yeah, got bored. You could at least follow me if you're gonna cyber stalk me. I'll follow you and make good content. Also, your interpretation of Godzilla you copied from the video essays suck, and you should feel bad. Wait. You can't say Godzilla, that's copyright. I copy Idacon's motion with the axe and karate chop Olivia's leg. I didn't feel that, jackass. Well, I guess some banter is a form of motivation as well. Sounds like you have quite the promise to uphold now, Inko. Boo. Even with the disses from being thrown around, what stood out the most was the wild grin on Olivia's face. Between the staccato of the rain and the uproarious laughter, time seemed non-existent. I could feel the muscles on my face ache. What? I could feel the muscles on my face ache, brought on by the bouts of laughter and grinning. Yeah, that's why I don't really laugh or grin much. It takes too much effort, and it hurts my face. Round me all you want, but nothing can unfuck the Thanksgiving turkey. What? Also, hi Roxanne Wolf. I don't know what you meant by that, but okay. Which made the taxi's arrival so disappointing. As we were escorted out of the parking lot, our mirth was replaced by something more. Calm. Comfortable. Relaxing. An easy quiet that let my thoughts wander. Back to the things that were said to each other. Back to what our tarot teacher said. Navigating the world alone. Today's the day the Skype shuts down. Mode of silence. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Skype's gone. For all the time I spent around Olivia and her friends, it never really occurred to me that she'd harbor something like loneliness. I mean, Damien alone is like a wild crowd composed of a single madman. And Liz, she's just practically the group's nanny or something. The driver in the yellow van leads into his horn. I can feel the playful leer on me even though the haze of fog and rains drop. Olivia draws her hood up and I hold my jacket above my head. With a final look to Mr. Idacon, we thank him. No need for thanks. Seeing my students grow and prosper into adulthood is all the reward this old fossil needs. With a wave, he sends us off into the rain. To the irate taximan's van. To the irate taximan's van that yells at us about his blaring gas. Or his burning gas. Come on, ain't got all day, you little teen dweebs. Gotta make bank. While Olivia works herself situated in the cab, I turn back. Mr. Idacon is sagging, meandering back into the building. Boy, hurry up. Right. That's okay. We got Discord. And whatever other equivalent we'll have to Skype soon. I'm sure even Discord will fall soon. I'm not hoping for it, but okay, I'm gonna take this a minute to go get a drink real quick, okay? I'll be right back. Oh, hi games by 1,000. By the 1,000. This is I Want to Hug the Gator. But I have to be right back. I gotta go get a drink, otherwise I'm not gonna survive. Alrighty, I'm back. Got my tea. Also, stupid headphones. Okay. Also, I'm probably gonna limit the I want to hug the Gator streams down to like 2 hours because it really does weigh on my throat. Like my throat's already getting rough and scratchy. This is why I don't do stuff like this. Cows struggle to walk downstairs, okay? Real fact number 40. I'm drinking Snapple, and I guess that's one of the... That's a fact, I guess. But yeah, I don't know how people do it, but this really does take a lot out of me, believe it or not. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up my mouse. My mouse has got some funk on it. Uptown funked it up. It's been a week since the typhoon. The days after were surreal. With how things just realigned with the old schedule. Idacon was serious when he told Olivia to keep off that wrist. He effectively banned her from painting until it got better. Meaning all week I've been doing our work as a group. It was exhausting. Aww. But today I'm pretty excited. For the first time, Olivia is actually joining me on the metro. Wow, this sucks. I know. We're headed for the city. It's gonna be a bit of a trip. For the last several nights, Olivia has been using the inbox to store sketching ideas while her wrist heals. On Thursday, she even attempted to send a few left-handed sketches. She's right-handed. But gave up after the third and fourth malformed rat. Then Liz sent a game-changing invitation through our group chat. Her uncle has some business in this city, and he told her she can go do something with the time since it's her car. So she's invited the rest of us to join her for lunch at Fancy Place. It's got us pretty thrilled. It's got me pretty thrilled. Olivia understood the order to stay off her hand. That doesn't make her any less manic about wanting to get back into painting. Why do you agree if you didn't want to go? If you don't want to go? Well, a trip to the city won't suck so bad if you're there. Even if I really want to start that painting. You're almost done healing. It won't be much longer, I know it. Mr. Idacon said you should at least wait for Monday. Yeah, that too. Besides, I don't want to be around Damien while he's... Ugh. Poor guy looked positively miserable when I picked Olivia up. He was pale and shaking, the floor between his feet, and was left bubbling after a particularly powerful sneeze. He got COVID. Has it ever been that bad? It happens like once a year. It's one reason we don't share a room. One moment he's fine, the next he's inebriated. This car is weird. You ride this every day? This isn't a car. This is a bus. Yep. This is even my seat. The seat remembers my butt. Right next to the folding accessibility seat. What, did you start accounting for me before we even met? Maybe I did. She mouths something and rolls her eyes, but there's a clear smile after she goes back to watching the passing buildings. Compared to a car ride together, this felt a little more intimate. I mean, there have been cases where people were blowing each other on a bus, so you can do anything on a bus. Sometimes people won't care. But remember, you're on camera. They can see you. Even if there are more people in close proximity, none of them paid us any mind. Just Olivia and I. Several stations later, the metro grind still halted our stop. Alright, you ready? Yeah. Olivia shoos my hand away and when I go to help her out of the metro. I can do it myself. We step out into the chilled air of the city. I'm already getting goosebumps. That cold front is really making itself known. You got a coat. We should find Liz and quickly. Or we should find Liz quickly before Olivia starts shivering. Are you seeing a long, big green neck anywhere? I see a red neck. You're not funny. None that I know of. Great. That sounds awesome. We looked around through the alleyway into the closest shops. Maybe she's in the bathroom. I'd wait around, but I don't want to make Olivia wait out in the cold. Did we go to the wrong stop? Just text her already. No, I've got this. Crap, right. I'm dumb. Just turn around and ask for directions. What the hey, where'd you go? Oh, surprise, motherfucker. I can't really make out where her tail is. I think I saw it before, but I can't make it out. Is that like the tip of her tail down there? A moment later, her head ropes out of the door of the nearby coffee shop, followed by the rest of her. Hey, Aiko! Glad you guys can make it! Yeah, just got confused. Didn't know you'd be in a cafe there. Really? I've been here the whole time. I messaged Damien. I went to escape the cold, and... I went in to escape the cold. That looked weird. And... where's Damien? Oh man, he's got nasty sick right before we left. He couldn't make it. Why didn't he tell her? But... is he fine? No, he's only got a few days left. He'll be fine, I think. Okay, alright. Well, that just throws a wrench in all my plans now, doesn't it? We could still have fun without him, right? Yeah, I know. It was just, well, I was hoping between the four of us, it'd be like a double date. Huh? Yeah, Damien and me, you and Inko. All together for a fancy lunch. Liz, Olivia and I are... Dude. Oh. Oh! I'm sorry, I just assumed. Boy, this is embarrassing. The whole day seems like everything is going wrong for me. It's fine. Yeah, well, we could still have a good time. I'm still having lunch with friends. I'm sure you guys will love it too. Come on. Liz leads us through the streets, pointing at our destination when it comes into view through the towering skyscrapers. Oof. Even looking at that gives me anxiety. The building is more akin to a narrow spike aimed skyward. There was a sword too, with a large disc-like room built near the tip. I give you Phallic Tower. And you see that space near the top? It's the restaurant. They built it in a way that the whole thing slowly rotates so you view the changes while you eat. That is a real thing, but where is that located at? That's in Japan, isn't it? Somewhere in Japan? Or maybe America has one too, but I know that's like an actual thing. You could see the whole city, the ocean, even the mountains. Whoa. I've gone here with my parents all the time as a kid, and Olivia, get back here. Just lassos her. And I always daydream about bringing friends and important guests there, and... What? No, I don't want to quit. No. Shit, I don't want to do that. I accidentally had my mouse over the X button. Well, you know, business type stuff. This will be my first time on my own. Well, you know. Yeah. You'll see there's even a... What? Hold it. We lost Olivia. We turn around and check our errant Gator friend, who's a bit further behind and grimacing. She comes slowly rolling in, fighting to hide the slight winces every time she pushes herself. Oh. Oh, sorry. It's fine. You sure you don't want help? I can manage on my own, please. Well, I mean, it's not really doing you wonders with that wrist. Alright, you want to lead the way? Alright, it's that Space Needle looking place, right? It's that needle dick looking place. She rolls ahead. Liz and I follow behind, continuing our conversation. The restaurant is an impressive spire, with the actual seating area 30 floors or so up. 30? It's not that high, is it? Just checking something. Okay, good. Oh, whoops. After Liz verifies her reservation, we're led into a special elevator with a glass front. And I shit my pants. After a minute or so of rising above the city, we stop and the doors slide open to reveal the restaurant. Ooh. I like this song. It's a nice song to listen to while you're at a cafe or something. It's a circular room with seating by the windows, and an inner ring for bars, and the kitchen making up the center. Definitely a carefully crafted place. I wonder if it'd be the kind of place my parents would bring me to. If they did. If my parents are even real. The waitress greets us and leads us to the table by the windows. Wait. Oh, okay. I guess the dude like drew the rest of her neck, but it's just not showing the game. They just did it so they could like extend it whenever they need to. One of the seats closest to the window is moved so Olivia's wheelchair can fit by the table. She approaches this space and stops. She's looking down out the window. Can we switch seats? Afraid of heights? Shut. Alright. I oblige, shifting the seat over so she sits instead by the aisle. Quite a view, huh? I could see why it'd make you squeamish, Olivia. Heights also scare the living daylights out of me. Ironic. What? Are you afraid of heights, Liz? Well, yeah. Isn't everyone? What? That doesn't make any goddamn sense, Liz. Your head hangs 3 stories above your shoulders and heights scare you? Look, acrophobia is the irrational fear of heights, okay? So, of course it doesn't make sense, but still. That... whatever. Heights suck, we agree on that at least. So, what do you think? It's very nice. I could see why you wanted to come here. Liz nods. My family usually comes here once a year. Uncle Ferris has to remember to bring along a letter from the owner saying he's fine to let in. That he won't bring the whole tower down. Oh yeah, because he's big and heavy. What the hell is bisque? Olivia's looking in the menus. Right, we're here to eat. Wait. Oh wait, no, that was me thinking. Right, we're here to eat. Lobster bisque. It's a lobster tail and a creamy kind of soup. Then why not call it lobster soup? Bisque is a stupid word. You're a stupid word. I looked down at the menu myself. Oh, there's all your standard options between pastas, sandwiches, cuts of meat. Some weird novelty things, but I actually like trying those. Hey Starry, how you doing? I guess I'll have... I don't think these choices really matter. I think it's the ones that come up next to do. Double tropical cheeseburger. Chicken pizza. The chicken is crust. Is the crust. Entire leg of a cow. Carnivore section. Same as with Olivia. I'll go with this. You sure? With onion rings. If you want it, I'm buying. Alright. I'll have this. I'll have some caviar. I'll have some filet mignon. It's like, okay. They serve breakfast all day, too. I'm going with their pancake platter. Liz waves a waitress over and we give our orders. Nostalgia pick? You caught me. It takes me way back. The smiley pancakes from Denny's. I keep saying I want to go to Denny's, but we haven't gone in such a long time. I miss it. I miss it so much. It's thundering. Oh yeah, it's thundering up here too. It's raining. It was coming down like Kapuya Kapuya. I looked out the door and started hitting me on my head. And then I took off running, ran to the restroom, called my mama to see if she was okay. All gone. Well, that's good for you. I can't hear. I could always Uber to it, but it's pretty far. Stares out the window. I look at the horizon as well. The view is shifted a bit to show the mountains. We all look out for a long while. Maybe a little too long. Olivia faints. Ordinarily, this would be around the time Damien would say something that kept the conversation going. Quick, channel your inner Damien. Why did you throw a sword at me? Alright. He's usually the one bringing us all together. Yeah, it's strange to think about it. It's strange to think about, but Liz and Olivia aren't really more than acquaintances. But during lunch, it's Damien that always makes sure everyone else is included in the conversation. Nothing comes to mind. I don't think I'd make a good Damien. One moment, please. Excuse me. I ring Damien up in the hallway. Haven't seen that sword in a while and I found it. Well? He's sick, yes, but hopefully he'll have something for me to use. If he picks up, please. Aw, hi Vinny. Hello? Vinny, I want to talk to Damien. Nah, he's out right now. Mom's with him in the backyard. He's puking his guts out in a bucket. Why? Pest control guys buy it from us for 50 bucks. Ew. Gross. Oh yeah, because I guess he'd also puke out. He'd also puke out acid, because I guess their acid is, or their drool is acid. Damn it, I gotta wipe my nose, but I don't have anything. Sorry, hang on a minute. Oh, thank you. You made it rain. Oh, and you skipped some of the dialogue too. Holy crap. Good lord, why did you do that? What'd you want from him? I can tell him when he comes back in. Oh, why not? I wanted to know how he always keeps our friends group so lively. Like, I was considering small talk, just bringing up movies or something. Ew, no. Movies suck. Nobody actually likes them. Movies today, yeah. What? I'm playing Fortnite. Oh, of course, you're one of those kids. I'll turn it down so you can hear me. I heard what you said. It was just dumb. What is? Yeah? There's a pause for a moment. Movies always sucked. Like, they started in black and white without sound, and then it never really got better. One hell of a millennial right here. Even when they peaked in this, they peaked in the 70s, they only barely became watchable. Have you even watched The Godfather? Dad made me watch that stuff and it just sucked. You should not be watching that movie as a kid. Happy 16th anniversary to Plants vs. Zombies. Oh, I did not know that. That's kind of cool. I never really played the games, but I go the Alamo movie theater just for wait service. Just for wait service? What do you mean? And yeah, I kind of get it. I watched The Godfather and I was kind of bored. I think the only exciting part was that guy finding a horse head in his bed. But that, I don't know. I watched that along with Scarface, and I think Scarface was a lot better. It was depressing, but I think it had a lot more action in it. You should play the first one, it's so good. I'll think about it. I haven't really been into games like that. I did get, what one is it? What is it? What is it? It's one that I have with my sister. Garden Warfare 2 Deluxe Edition. My sister loved that game. No, you probably just didn't get it. Oh, are you targeting me too, Inko? I didn't get it. Dak explained the whole plot to me, ins and outs, and it really was just mid-trash. That movie won awards. You can't call it trash. Yeah, I can. Movies are just a trash genre of content. Even the best ones are usually polished turds that waste your time. Good lord, kid. Okay then, what's a good movie? Ever heard of Mr. Beast? Oh my gosh, no. How about Storytime animations? Oh, you got to be kidding me. I'm not. Any popular content on Usenet provides more value for your time than the classics that you old people fawn over, and it still sucks. Also, it's funny, they have to like make up different brands. Are they able to use the names of like YouTubers and stuff without permission? I mean, in the end, they're still people, but I don't know. I don't know if there's like some kind of... And he said Fortnite too, so that's weird. They didn't get permission for Fortnite, did they? Well, anyway. Or whatever. Those aren't even movies! Yeah. They move and I watch them. Yeah, like every little kid out there. That their parent just gives them a freaking iPad. You go to the movies, sit your assigned seat, there's a menu below your table.
Copyright. Said Starry Dragoon.
Okay. Write down your order, press the call a server. Oh. That's interesting. And no, I don't think it's copyright. Not my point, you troglodyte. Troglodyte. As if you could ever think comparing that slop to the likes of Star Wars. They did again! Star Wars, The Godfather, Blade Runner 2049. Movies are one massive pile of doo-doo fart, but even it can sometimes make something mediocre. These are billion-dollar franchises. Millions of people disagree with this deranged nonsense. Doo-doo fart. Dude, you're arguing with a kid. Oh my, you little... Listen, you little chump. Next time I see you, I'm gonna wring your little neck like a wash rag. What? Who is this? Shit. Calm down, calm down. Kill him later. Nuts. I didn't get the advice. I sulked back to my seat and slumped down, catching my breath. Whoa, you alright? Your eye's twitching. I don't think I've ever been more angry in my life. What happened? I got dissed by a little kid. I don't want to talk about it. I rubbed the tension from my face. Fine, I can be a Damien all by myself. A good Damien. So, Liz. Yeah? You mentioned when we first met you wanted to be an art dealer. Getting the right people and the right paintings, right? How's that going? Oh, yeah, it's going great. I just got accepted by Marshall and you, actually. Oh, snap. Oh, wait. Yeah, oh, snap. Yeah, I finally got everything all worked out myself. For myself. I'm gonna hit the ground running once I graduate. Then it makes sense not the... Whoops. I mean, your brain gets smart and your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. And you'll never shine if you don't go. Okay, I kind of botched that a little bit. That's pretty cool. I'm starting to figure things out. Or I'm still figuring things out. You too, right, Olivia? I only got short-term goals right now. But I'm interested in what Liz is talking about. Right. I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem for Olivia to replace the stolen painting. But what was annoying was having to contact the Treasury and Administration about the broken cabinet. I mean, what even happened? Whoever did it, I wish they could have dealt with Miss Scalar's neurotic tantrum the way I did. We're still finding glass shards all over the floor, and I get screamed at as if I'm the one responsible for it. Scalar needs to put that coffee mug down sometimes, or I shove it up her ass. Jeez. It's not a problem anymore. We've already ordered a new display. It should be installed next month. Oh, I got off track. What were we talking about again? The art dealing thing. I'm actually interested. Oh, well, the plan is to be able to open my own business. I'll start online and work my way up to having a physical location. Uncle Ferris told me he's willing to help me figure the legal part out. I've already gotten a few connections. Some people that might be interested in being involved that run some pretty decent prices. For me, I mean. And I'll be selling my own works, too. I've gotten even better at painting since the start of the year. Have you noticed? I think you have, yeah. Although, since I'm no artist, I'll admit some of the details are probably lost on me. Liz nods. Maybe I'll buy one sometime. You'll give me a discount, right? Maybe. No. Olivia, have you painted anything good recently? No. Oh, sorry. It's fine. Well, I got one I really want to be doing. Why don't you? because I got dragged here instead. Damn. Dang it, Olivia. Can't take you anywhere. I mean, not that I'm mad. Liz looks like she wants to say something. The thought dies on her tongue. Ew. Yeah. The conversation and the tension, thankfully, gets interrupted as our food arrives. The social media influencer and me itches to take a photo of each plate, especially with how good the presentation is. Dang, I should have brought my camera along with me. Wait, I have my phone. Say, Olivia. Oh, crap. I turned just in time to see her clamp her jaw on the hunk of meat, tearing it right off the bone. Never mind. How does it taste? She takes a moment to chew her food before sending it down the hatch, then smiling as she gives me a greasy thumbs up. Liz chuckles from Olivia's good review as she lowers her head to get the first bite of her pancakes. Given that her neck is making movements equivalent to doing the happy dance, I'm guessing that the pancakes are good here. I'll never know. My view had changed again, and now having noticed it, I could almost feel the slow rotation of the room. I savor my onion rings while watching Volcaldera bluffs pan right by us, taking in the amazing view. So how's everybody doing today? How are you doing, chat? My thoughts reach out for my camera, already calculating the restaurant's rotation with the proper settings to capture a full 360 panorama I could achieve. And a separate section of my mind recalls the other panoramic of the city I saw. The one that is now nothing more but shredded debris. What? Say, Liz. The Brachiosaurus takes a moment to respond as she attempts to cram her snoot into her glass of water. Stupid glass, no straw. Why'd you just ask for one? Yeah? So, you mentioned all about wanting to be an art dealer and be a part of that system. I guess it'd be cool if we'd work together. Come again? I don't know, it just seemed like a decent idea. No, I get you. Now it's Liz's turn to pause from her food and sit upright and thankfully tap the napkin on her closed lips. Maybe, but I don't think you'd want that, honestly. No, that'd be cool. I'd like that. Oh. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Not sure? Yeah, I'm trying to get this whole thing off the ground on my own. Without others' help, right? Like how you feel about your art stuff. That's different. The point is, it's important to me that my start is as self-sustaining as possible. But you just said you had connections and your uncle. Yeah, family and such, not a... Olivia raises that iconic eyebrow. Friends, or is it just me? Olivia, don't even start to make a scene. I have to do something. Olivia, Liz, come on guys, can we finish lunch first? I'm starving. How am I making a scene, Liz? I'm just curious about your life for once. Well, not like this then. I'd rather you go back to giving me the silent treatment. Good lord, Liz. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. What have I done? What's your deal? Damon and Inko want us to be friends. Here I am actually trying. And what am I, not worthy enough? You're stuck up. Ugh. You didn't want my friendship before, or Damien's for years. It just sounds a bit like you just want to be friends now because you can get something out of it. I want to be friends, just not like that. I thought things would finally start getting good. Olivia, there's lots of people less fortunate than you. You have the support of your friends, all the offers. You can't blame me if you just ignore both. Liz, let me finish, please. I'm not mad. I envy you. I admit it. Anyone would effortlessly gain that attention and help. I hate it. I know, and I know it's wrong, but that's what I've been thinking for a while. I see all these things you have available to you all these years, and you just take them for granted. I just think it's a wasteful way to live. Look, sorry. I appreciate you guys. Whoa! After telling me to my face how you'd rather be elsewhere and not here while eating at my expense? I don't remember that face before. You know what, Olivia? This is the most nice I can do for you at the moment, because you really don't deserve anything else. Good Lord, Liz. Liz! Liz claps a hand over her mouth. Olivia doesn't respond. Oh yeah, that is a thing on her tail. Okay. Wow, I don't remember her being that much of a bitch. Olivia doesn't respond. She looks down at her plate. I'm gonna use the bathroom. And while she goes off and grabs a gun, she pushes herself away from the table and through the aisle. Nice one. Oh no. I'm sorry, Liz. I didn't mean to snap. It's alright. Once Olivia gets back, you can apologize. No, I don't think I can. After everything, I think I deserve that much. Good God. The brief was just to get these two talking and have a good time. And it's like a grenade was thrown into the table. I gotta get out of here. Wow, I'm terrible fucking Damien, let me tell you. Liz? Yeah? Why didn't it work? Why didn't what work? I know you two aren't on the greatest terms, so I try to keep the conversation going. So it would get awkward and nobody would get left out, like Damien does. I feel like this was somehow my fault. But how? I did everything I was supposed to. I don't think you did anything wrong. Why does this ever happen around... Wait, why does this never happen around Damien? Good question. I don't know. Liz picks up her plate, popping the yolk on her over easy egg. Oh, popping it. Yeah. She's probably not in the mood if I push any further and said anything I want to say right now. Olivia wouldn't like me prodding right now either. There's no options. Try to think something to do, but nothing. I can't think of anything at all. Not without making someone uncomfortable, or worse, getting them mad at me. And I've never even anticipated something like this happening. It's frustrating. Ow. I hurt my leg again. At least the scrape's starting to heal a bit. I can't do anything, but I can't do nothing, obviously. Not if I want to smooth things over. Right now, Olivia's in the bathroom. She's actually just fooling around the hallway. But the point is, the two are separated. I can work something out. I can make this work. Should I keep trying then? I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I'd rather you didn't. Okay, this choice does count. We have to go find Olivia. A heavy breath escapes me as I stand from my chair. If you'll excuse me, Liz. Her head tilts comically further than needed in question. Just want to check on Olivia. Oh. She waves me off as I run away. Wait. Oh, as I turn, right? I gotta get out of here. Making my way through the restaurant, a part of me marvels at how I didn't even feel the room spin. Oh, I don't even feel the room spin. Kinda makes me dizzy, honestly. But it's just mental busy work to distract myself. After all, I have no idea what I'm gonna say to Olivia. They got that guy in the shot back there on the right, behind the bar. I think it looks like a regular human. They didn't even do anything about that. That's funny. Hey. Should I ask her how she is? Inko? Well, I'm on the spot now. Hey, I just gonna see what you're doing. I thought I had more time to think about things, but instead of being by the restrooms, Olivia was. Why are you here by the bar? I wanted to see if they give me a mimosa. What? Mimosa. You know, like OJ and champagne. Olivia, you can't drink. Says you. She takes a long sip from a glass flute. From a glass flute? Filled with an orange liquid. I make to slap it out of her hand, but her tail stops me. I'm joking, jeez. It's like you, Inko, a virgin. She grins at my scowl and continues sipping on her drink. Want some? She holds out the glass to me with that smug smile of hers. Gimme. Taking the flute. Why is it called a flute? Let me look this up real quick. Champagne flute. Isn't that a chalice, though? Why is it called a flute? What? That's a chalice. Or I guess chalices are like more decorative or something, but I think they have like clear ones. Same thing with goblets. Because goblets and chalices are technically the same thing too. I don't get it. It's a type of glass. It's great for formal parties. Well, why call it a flute? That's not what a freaking flute is. A flute is something you play, you blow into. You cause the rain to fall, or day into night, or night into day. Taking the flute, I can clearly see where her lips had touched it. I decided not to go there. Olivia looks to be leaning forward as I stare at the glass. Ignoring the heat in my cheeks, I tip the glass above me, carefully pouring some of the liquid into my mouth. Oh. This is just juice and ginger ale, Olivia. Handing her back her glass for a split second, I thought I saw some disappointment in her eyes. Maybe I'm just seeing things now. With a shake of my head, I refocus. Chalice is more of a goblet glass. Yeah. But they're both the same thing though. So why they need different names? Whatever. I'm almost out of time anyway. With a shake of my head, I refocus. Weird. I came to check on Olivia and fix things between her and Liz. You okay, Olivia? Would you like a mocktail? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, totally. Why wouldn't I be? Looks down at the gun in her hand. Oh crap, how long has that been there? Her eyes are wide open, yet not looking my way. Well, because of what Liz said. Oh. She sags in her chair. Olivia? No, yeah, that was... Her finger circles the lip of her glass as she thinks. I'm not hurt, just frustrated. She looks at her glass one final time and then downs the last quarter of it in a single swallow. Afterwards, Olivia sets it on the bar and on top of a couple crumpled dollar bills. I mean, Liz doesn't get it, Inko. Maybe if she walked a mile in my shoes, she would, but... walked. Sorry. I hate to see you guys go at it like that. Yeah. Maybe it's been a long time coming for me, but who cares? A long time coming. I know she's been a bit frustrated for a while. Probably been holding that in. Doesn't mean I want to hear it though. All the time I've known her, she's just been so far ahead of me. You heard her yap about how her art's getting better, how many connections she has, and how it'll get her $1 billion or whatever. I'm the better artist, but I don't even know how to start getting my crap together like that. I actually feel that with a lot of things. I don't want to like toot my own horn or pat myself on the back like for saying that I'm better than everybody, but there are quite a few people out there that I feel like I'm working a little more harder, especially certain people when it comes to streaming, yet I'm still not getting anywhere. Like my followers is still at an all-time low. Anyway, I look at the chasm between us and it fills me with dread. Metroid dread. It's just jealousy. I know it. Yeah, jealousy. Okay. It's just beginning worse every time she mentions getting further in life, while I can't even convince myself to try. It's different actually, getting her upset at me over this specifically. I just mentioned being someone she consider a real acquaintance and she blows up like that. No. You sure? Wait. Oh, you want to talk about it? No. You sure? Is that what you wanted to see me about? Partially. The other part is that I'm a bit confused. I wasn't expecting things to go the way they did. So I came to see you, to ask for help to make this right. Uh-huh. Well, I'm not apologizing if that's what you mean. Ask Olivia for help. How does she? Mocktail means not alcoholic. Oh yeah, I could go for that. I don't think this one impacts anything. Well, let me let me check just to be safe. Okay. Ask Olivia for help. Okay, good. I mean, I was gonna pick that one anyway. Okay. No, that's not it. Rubbing my scalp to help my thoughts flow. I just let my words come out unfiltered. I'm serious here, Olivia. I need some help. I have her full attention now. My words just keep coming. I feel like I did everything right, but it went wrong. You and Liz got into an argument, and though it wasn't heated, you got hurt. That scares me. For a brief moment, Olivia's gray eyes widened in surprise. I have a few ideas on what to do, but nothing that won't make someone upset. Or worse, get them mad at me. Why do you care about our opinions so much? Because you're my friends? I want us all to get along and enjoy the lunch we got invited to. But I don't know how to fix it. Sadly, you can't fix everything like that, buddy. The only things I can think of will probably make you guys upset at me. Oh, thank you, Starry. So that's why I'm asking you. Me? You're, self-reliant. You're strong in your stance to never accept help on your account of your condition. For the longest time, that confused me. Well, it still does, but you do it. It confuses you? Well, it's like others are willing to give, and giving feels good. So when you deny it, it's like telling them that those thoughts don't matter. One way to put it. That's the part I don't get. Even though everyone stands to gain something, for the sake of your goals, you don't accept. You take the hard road. You take the high road. I'll take the low road. Saying it out loud, I like it. I'm willing to give it a shot. But I don't know how. What do you do when there's no good option? Wow. Well, thanks. I guess I'll put it this way. I'd make an alcoholic happy to give him alcohol, even though it hurts him. But sending him to rehab, that's painful. It's not a happy journey to make. But it's good for him. Oh, but it's good for him. Absolutely, that's my point. Don't worry about making others comfortable and happy if something needs getting done. In my case, that means ignoring the help because my own goals need to be done. If it makes some uncomfortable, then it's their problem, not mine. When something needs doing, you just gotta do it. Can't tell if that's kind of selfish, if that's like a selfish way to think. Because while, yeah, you shouldn't always be caring what other people think, especially if they're negative towards you, you should be careful about, you should be considerate to those you hurt. Or those that you're just, those that do get affected by your decisions, is what I'm saying. Now when no option seems like it'll make people happy, well, you do what you can. That makes sense. I'm making this up as I go along. I think so, yeah. If it's the right thing, you'll get the support you need. After all, I got you. And even if you don't, standing alone for your standards is cool. You'd be trying, and that's what matters. Yeah. Thanks, Olivia. Hey, you're welcome. Saying all that out loud is helping me understand a few things too. You ready to head back? I have an idea how to smooth things over. Smooth everything over. Sure. I'm curious what you have in mind. What you have in that cute little bald head of yours. Even if you think I won't like it. I start heading back to the table. Olivia follows close behind me. Hey, you guys are back. Everything good? All cooled off? Yeah, everything's great. We all good. I want to give you my 2 cents. Try to resolve everything. Okay, both of you are wrong. Both of you are turds. Alright, take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. I don't really want to have to do this. Olivia watches carefully. She talked me through this. I can do it. Olivia, it's all your fault. She won't stop being my friend over this. Get a hold of yourself, Inko. Just say what needs to be said. I think you're both acting silly. Really? Both of us? I didn't know that trying to get you guys conversing would make these sour feelings come up. And that was my mistake. My bad. But it's just ridiculous. Liz, I get Olivia was shut in and didn't open up to you back then. But that's clearly not the case anymore, is it? That was a question. That wasn't a rhetorical question. And I'm giving you a rhetorical answer. No, I guess not. Then what use is holding a grudge? Accomplishing your goals on your own is fine. That's your prerogative. But when you say Olivia is just treating you differently because she has something to gain, you know that's not right. And Olivia, I hate to say this, but you've been pretty thoughtless here as well. Liz is trying to do something nice for us, and hey, we all get to have a nice dinner in this crazy place. But when you say you'd rather be at home painting, it's not just insulting to Liz. It tells me you'd rather not be here with me as well. I love how much you've opened up to us, Olivia. What seems to me is both of you just refuse to see eye to eye. It's kind of hard to see eye to eye when she's all the way up there. Hey! Too much pride going on. The sooner we stop trying to get each other to act the way we think they should, the better. And I thank you for your advice. I hope you won't be mad at me for saying this. Just please, be a little more considerate. That's it. They're both like, get out of here! Again, sorry if I went too far. You're right. That's a little eloquent for such a little argument. Well, it was bothering me. And it would have turned into something more given time. Alright, that's fair. I appreciate the effort. That's what you had in mind when you asked for advice? Yeah. I figured it'd be something a lot worse. Like the roast of a century you've been holding in against us. But if that's it, that's also decent. You're pretty thoughtful, so I guess I could see that was a lot for you. How that was a lot for you. We're nearly adults. That's not gonna bother us. At least it shouldn't. So, are you good? Yeah. Thanks, Cinco. Thanks. Yay, my homies. My friends, my motherfucking friends. Those aren't the lyrics, but if I say the real lyrics, I'm gonna get lashed out on the internet big time. My friends, my friends. My friends, my friends. That went much better than I expected. After things settled down, we finish off our meals. Well, Olivia finished our meals. Liz had noticed. Liz had noticed it first when one of her whole pancakes simply vanished. Whoops. And I thought my onion ring pile was looking smaller by the minute. Looking Olivia's way, she simply waved at us with the most bizarre concoction of onion rings, flapjacks, syrup, and beef on her plate. What the fuck? What? I'll make you guys better food than this later. The theft of our food stopped shortly after that. And though the portions had diminished, we all were thoroughly satisfied with the meal. I offered to pay or at least pitch in with a check, but Liz refused. She insisted since it was her idea to begin with. But I had always figured it was a man's place to pay for the date. And this was a date. Kind of. Neither are our hands lift from the tiny leather booklet. And I don't know how long we spent playing tug of war over it. Olivia at least found it amusing in recording our stare down on her phone. But victory was mine as I managed to palm my debit card to the waitress before Liz could give her back the bill booklet. With that done, all that was left for us was making the most of the view. Olivia led the way to the observation deck on the floor beneath the restaurant, and she immediately regretted it, as the blast of cold air even had me shiver a bit. The altitude plus the late fall weather meant the deck was mostly clear of guests. But the view is easily worth the cold, as I made a mental note to come back here one day with my DSLR. My Disler. We slowly moved to the railing, so we can fully take in the skyline from the bluffs and out toward the ocean, along with the city skyscrapers that were dwarfed by the spire. And as I scan over it, I double down on the mental note, because seeing Olivia silhouetted by the beautiful view is... Brr. I don't get how you two can stand this temperature. Liz doesn't... I mean, you don't even have a coat. They didn't draw you one. Liz doesn't look that cold. All she's doing is rubbing her arms in a theatrical manner. I'm gonna be by the elevator, K guy, or I'm gonna be by the elevator, guys. K's, whatever. Her head moves over next to Olivia and taps her on the head. And there's a hushed whisper shared between them. She's like, get him. Finally, Liz buys turns and leaves, her head falling shortly after with a beaming smile. Olivia? Don't ask. Girl talk. Her eyes remain on the horizon. Maybe it is a little colder though, as Olivia's face is slowly turning red. Something's up? Well... Her eyes trail down and her hands raise up until carefully examining her wrists. I watch carefully as she carefully tests her hands, wincing occasionally as she slowly flexes and rotates her hands. About the painting. Not until you're better. I know, I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna be way out of practice when I'm all better. So you're gonna practice? She smiles as she turns to me, probably excited about the prospect of starting work on that soon. Yes, I have the mental image for it in my mind and everything. Her smile lessens though, and her tone becomes uneasy. I just want to make it perfect. I have the mental image, but I won't have the skill. Plus, between the carpal tunnel and rushing out on those pieces for Maya, I think I understand what she's getting at, but her smile is back again. Yay! Once I can paint again, I need time for practice. I want to show Mr. Idacon the greatest piece I can create. Do you need anything? Alone. My words cuts my thoughts off. No, I have all the paint and... No, I mean, do you need any help with your practice? Her face glows red again. Maybe. Well, I don't know how much help I can be with my complete lack of painting talent. But otherwise, yeah, I'll do whatever I can for you, Olivia. I promise. Wait. Yeah, I promise. I cement it with a smile and a thumbs up. Thanks. I think we only stood out on the viewing deck for a few more minutes. After a particularly cold draft had swept over us, Olivia figured she had enough of the chilly air here. We made our way back inside the elevator station where Liz was standing idly. She and Olivia looked at each other for a moment. Wow, a little too close. Like, back up. The two held their stare locked at each other for about half a minute before Olivia looked at the side. So, what else is there to do here? A lot, evidently. Once we gotten back to terra firma, Liz had taken upon herself to walk us around the entire block. The whole area was like a miniature theme park, with a lot of street vendors selling tourist trap gifts. We spent the rest of the day just wandering the city park here, enjoying the late full day the best we could. Okay. Eventually, as the sun sank below the horizon, Mr. Ferris found us. Uh-oh. I'd forgotten we'd come here in the first place because of a business meeting of his. Liz and him waved us goodbye as they broke away and headed for the parking lot, while I pushed a very tired Gator to the metro station. I don't think she minded much, honestly, as she clutched her tail to her chest and used a makeshift pillow. She looks so sweet like that. It's the perfect background for my phone. She must never learn of this, though, because I don't think I'd survive. But it'd be worth it. After going home that night, Olivia texted me all night and well into the morning. We ended up talking about all sorts of things. Maya, our art, various shows, just about everything. Never seen her like that. I've never seen her that excited before. For someone with sore hands, she sure types fast. I mean, you could just type with one hand. That's what I do most of the time. For someone who doesn't much like talking at all, she sure types a lot. Well, that's because it's easier to type than it is to actually speak. So that's something I can definitely understand. I certainly can't keep up. And when she didn't want to talk, she'd send more doodles and sketches. Sleep wasn't really an option on my end either. And Guts' doodle ventures were quite entertaining to read. Since then, we've been texting more every night. Not as much, since I do need my sleep. But right now, I'm just waiting for art class to end. Mr. Triggums is apparently one of these substitutes that demands complete silence until class is over, but doesn't care beyond that. Even though I'm sitting about a few feet away from Olivia, we're having to text each other. She's quite the storyteller with these doodles. Like right now, damn it, it's freaking raining again. Stop. Like right now, as I try to keep up with the tale of Guts riding a... What's he riding again? Dildo. It's a rocket ship. He's piloting the main golem from Gundam Finn. What? A giant robot from one of the shows she's been wanting us to watch together. I mean, we would. I totally want to. Just Olivia and I, sitting side by side on the couch, smooching, watching TV. Maybe as we're getting tired, we start leaning against each other. I could even offer to keep her Bzzz, clatter. Whoops. I catch my catching my phone on the precipice on my desk. I see that Olivia had sent an even more detailed version of the previous guts drawing. Okay. And this is why... for how dumb it is, then it's still fun to watch. I don't get it. You almost didn't get your phone just now. If you'd watch it, you would. One day, maybe. Though, only if it's with her. One day, yes. Ah, crap, the teacher just throws a chalk at us. Don't want to lose my phone. Okay. After a couple minutes without any alerts, I accept that the Gator girl really is done for now. With a quick look at the clock, I figure I've got a few more minutes before I absolutely must hide my phone. My own phone. Idacon's been out for about a week and a half, so we've been stuck with Mr. Triggums. Apparently, he doesn't like electives. I swipe back looking through the pieces she sent me over the last couple hours. A lot of the references go over my head, but the few that don't earn a hearty chuckle from me. Then there's the more detailed ones, the drawings that'd be done enough to actually render. I smile as I save those. I've been meaning to ask if she'd finished one, back when she started doing this, but I never got around to it, simply saving it in my folder. A folder that's grown to a couple dozen now. What is that?
Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Thank you. You know who you are.
The announcement makes me nearly drop my phone again. I've been going on all morning, just calling random students to the office. Buzz from my phone has me check it again to see another message from a Gator girl. Never mind. Teacher's actually weird today. Weird. I look at our substitute. Mr. Triggums isn't paying attention to us. Any attention to us. In fact, he's kinda looking through the desk he sat at. Weird. Same here. Whoops. Same here. Things it has to do with the office thing? I don't know. I was thinking it was a short day, maybe. That was another thing. I think the entire class realized something was up with how fast class periods were going today. Ah, man. I look at my phone on the floor and the corner of the screen chipped away. Ah, shit. Picking it up before my classmates can step on it on their way to lunch. I also just noticed that Ben wasn't here in class either. Oops. Hurry up, short day means lunch is earlier. As much abuse as my phone has gone through, thankfully it hasn't cracked yet, and it doesn't even have a screen protector either. Heading to lunch, I realize I'm actually not that hungry. Strange, but I guess it is an eternal clock thing. I'm just so used to eating at the same time every day. Looks like I'm not the only one. The usual war zone in the cafeteria has expanded to spill into the surrounding hallways. It's loud enough even to cover up the continuing announcements.
Urkel. Thank you.
That has to be a reference. Mostly.
Did I do that?
I've gotten pretty good at weaving through the chaos relatively unscathed, but man. These guys have way too much energy. Way too much hormones. What are they even fighting about? But as always, the table in the back is left alone. Dean is chattering loudly about his days so far to Olivia. who's occasionally poking Liz across the table with a toy claw hand. Liz flails her arms to shoo away the offending poke, but never bothers to crane her neck down from the rafters. She perks up when she sees me. Yo, it's Inko! Hey, it's Damien. Hey, what's going on in the Olive Garden today? Whack his noggin. Ow. The meter stick falls on my head. God! This is a joke. A quip. How long did it take you to come up with that one? It was about... Whoops. It was about 2 in the morning last night. Whack him again. Hey! Best $10 I've ever spent. It looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it. Just like the real one. She'll bully you for saying dumb stuff. Bite me. She makes the head nod in my face a little. I'll go sit somewhere else. Do it. I got a new friend right here. Damn. I've been replaced by plastic. That's probably actually how it's gonna be later on in life. People be friends with robots. Ooh, wow, I have an actual friend that isn't addicted to makeup pheromones. That makes me so happy. Your ventriloquism needs a bit of work. I still think it's a little weird. I'll live a little. Say, you guys aren't eating it. Oh, you guys aren't eating it. I read that as you guys aren't eating each other. No, we're not. We're waiting for. Liz. Why do I keep getting her name mixed up? We're waiting for Liz to get distracted so we can eat her. Well, that's why I get the names mixed up, because sometimes they call her Liv. They call it Olivia Liv sometimes, and Liz is always Liz. So yeah, that's why I get it mixed a little bit. Say, you guys aren't eating either? It's too early. I'll just eat when I get home. The lunch ladies don't really try on half days. Don't they not try normally? The difference makes itself known. I was out for like a week. I'm just gonna steal some of whatever Olivia makes later. Get your own. I've changed my mind. She has too much power. This is great. Yoink. Olivia reaches over to nod Damien again, and I snatch out of the air. Ah, no! I aim to hitch it right on Olivia's snoot. Bullseye, it's clamped shut. The evil is defeated! While I'm giggling like a schoolgirl, Olivia uses the chance to grab my hand. Wait, grab the hand back. Fine, no more claw today. She hastily stuffs the plastic toy in her backpack. After some more small talk, Damien's attention wanders towards Liz, who seems to be lost in thought. Hey Liz, what's in your head? Come down here and tell us. The heck? Weird. Huh? Oh, I was just thinking about earlier today. I was talking to Principal Scaler this morning while running some errands for Stuco, and she was really out of it. Out of it? Yeah, like she didn't want to be here today. I tried to pry, but she clammed up. I've never seen her like that before. She must have drank bad coffee or something. I don't think that makes people sad. when you drink cold coffee, it does. I can tell you from experience, it makes you really have to... Looks like I got a text. Lix pulls out her phone, craning her head down to take a better look at the screen. It's from Ben. Come, having a student council meeting. Huh. Normally it's a bit more formal than that. I guess since it's half day and all. Oh well, duty calls. Sorry for having to leave early, guys. Yeah, you said duty. Shut it, Damien. No worries, Liz. We can meet up after school. Sounds good. I'll see y'all later then. What would you guys want to do after school? I don't know. Maybe we can hang out at my place. Too cold to get in the pool, but I'm sure we can think of something. I look over to Olivia, who doesn't seem to have any objections to the idea, but no input of her own. Got any ideas, Liv? We could doodle some stuff. Like charades? Yeah, make it into a game of sorts. That sounds pretty fun, actually. Then I can really wipe the floor with Olivia. Oh, save your breath, Nito. You know my stuff will own you and your chicken scratch. Wanna bet? Ha! That's a sucker bet. Alright then, loser has to pay for food. Deal. We shake hands, making the wager official.
Whee! Would Miss Halford please come to the office? Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Thank you.
Or I think that might be Scalar, I don't know. The monotone voice of the intercom combined with the strange atmosphere of the school is starting to unnerve me. We all look at the Gator girl, who rolls her eyes and starts wheeling her way from the table towards the exit. After she left, everything felt more off. Lunch came to an end and the school day was close to the same. Just a couple more periods before we can hang out somewhere with all the extra free time. I look at Olivia's desk, still empty, 5 minutes into Prockling's class. I mean, yeah, she hates this class the most, but it's really become a habit at this point. Just like how it's been a habit for me to write an extra set of notes for Olivia. I look at the two mostly blank pages in front of me. Like with our other teachers, I notice something off with Prockling. She barely says anything instead of asking us to read the chapter of the Great War. The Sealing War? I do just as ass, and 5 pages in, I could say without a shadow of doubt that it was the stupidest reason for a world war to break out. Yeah. A bunch of European countries unhappy with being ruled by a bunch of other European empires deciding to revolt, dragging all their allies into a quagmire. I'm really struggling to make sense of the information, made worse with how outdated the textbooks are. Seriously, they're written so bad it ought to be a crime. Using words like I and they and thou. It oozes pro-Gilded Age corporatism. The kind that genuinely believed that anything bigger than a gathering of 10 people was a form of unionism. With a sigh, I busy myself with taking notes for myself and Olivia. As I do, my eyes continue to wander the classroom. Everyone looks just as disinterested in the subject matter. I look over to Prockling, and she herself doesn't seem interested in the subject matter as well. In fact, she's just kinda staring off into space. It's highly unusual. It's not unusual, considering how much emphasis she puts on a proper class focus. Yet there she is, spacing out like she's no better than the teenagers she teaches on the daily. I'm almost tempted to raise my hand and ask her question to snap her back in reality when the room's speaker comes to life.
What Incognito, please report to the office. Incognito, please report to the office. Thank you.
I looked up to Miss Prockling. I got called, but she's still the arbiter of who leaves her class when. But she doesn't meet my eyes at all. If anything, it looks like she's actively trying to avoid eye contact. I pack my things and shuffle out of the classroom, all while the stares and the murmurs from the other students grow even more intense. My mind immediately begins to wander. Why am I being summoned to the office? Did somebody use a monster as a tribute to summon me? I think I'm at least a 7-star. They would have to use 2 monsters. They sure are calling up a lot of people, and it sure is boring in here. Maybe it's related to the 2 weeks ago. The only thing keeping me company on my march to the principal's office is the sound of rubber soles in the tire. He must have spent a fortune on polishing these floors. It's not long before I notice another pair of footsteps coming from somewhere ahead of me. I squint my eyes, quickly recognizing the figure that approaches me. It's Ben. I guess the student council wrapped up their meeting, though there's no sign of Liz anywhere. As the parasaur makes his way closer, I notice he has a complicit expression. Or complicated, what the fuck. On his face. On his face. Hey Ben, what's going on? He flinches as I call his name. My name's not Ben! And looks around like a lost child before he spots me. We make eye contact for a few seconds, but he doesn't say anything. Everything alright, dude? Suddenly he turns away and continues down the hall. A sinking feeling takes hold of my chest. I almost try to speak up and stop him, but can't think of anything to say. I guess I better get going. Why does Olivia look like she's about to eat someone? I mean, she's a friggin' dinosaur for crying out loud. Oh, whoops. After another minute of walking, I reach the door of the principal's office and find it wide open. Come in. I know who it is. I step into the office and close the door behind me, following the source of the deep voice. Oh wait, was that him on the speaker? Whoops. I realize now that I've never seen the interior of the office before. It's fairly standard for an office. A long wooden desk, a filing cabinet, a big whale in the middle of the room, a few potted plants, and a couple shelves for storing all sorts of things. Just out of instinct, I grab a harpoon. Hey, the darn whale! There she blows. Okay, that's enough. However, on closer inspection, I notice things look a little more disheveled than I expected. Manila folders are strewn across the desk. One of the filing cabinet drawers hangs open. Potted plants are either overwatered or wilting. Is this really Skeller's office? Mr. Nito. My attention is suddenly pulled away towards the hulking figure sitting in the back of the desk. I can only imagine what the office chair is going through right now. Sir, is everything alright? Have a seat, please. He motions to a small plastic chair on the side of the desk. Oh, he's got a briefcase. How have you been, Mr. Nito? I oblige his request, taking a seat and trying to suppress my anxiety. I think I'm doing well. He nods to himself, holding his eyes closed. That's good to hear. The whale looks down to an open folder on his desk, taking a moment to look over some kind of document. I have news for you regarding your instructor for AP Art Design and Photography. You mean Mr. Ideken? Yes, Mr. Ideken. A fine teacher, if student surveys are anything to go by. He also spoke quite highly of you. Did you have a strong relationship with him? Yeah, I think so. Did something happen? My heart drops as Ferris' brow lowers ever so slightly. Suddenly, his tone completely shifted into a more clinical.
Over the last 2 years, Mr. Idekin has been suffering from a rare form of chondrosarcoma.
I'm not even going to be able to pronounce that.
That originated in his vertebrae.
His tone is heavy. I don't quite know what ailment he just named. Like, yeah. Like he should spit on the doctors responsible for discovering it. But the practice movements and worn out features are undeniable. He's by no means a fragile man, but the tiredness he tries to hide is barely concealed. Every student he's broken the news to has taken something more from him. Tensing himself slightly to be just as tactful as he can. The attempted reverence is lost as he recites the script lines just a few too many times already. He can't muster much more than this flat citation. The analysis means nothing. I'm just distracting myself from the reality of the situation, as though prolonging a confirmation will keep it from happening. Mr. Ferris noticed my subtle confusion and clarifies, like he must have done for a few dozen times already.
Bone cancer. Mr. Idekin was well advised by medical professionals about the treatment options available to him, and the district offered him a generous medical leave in recognition of his tenure here at St. Hammond. He turned both of these down.
The cacophony of thoughts swirling in my head makes it nearly impossible to think. Impossible to focus on anything right now. Right now all I can do is revel in. Time passes, I'm not sure how much, but I still can't get a grip on my own mind. Ferris is calmly waiting for me to say something, but I can tell how he's becoming uncomfortable. There's only one thing that I can muster, the will to ask. Why? The whale grimaces.
I wish I had the answer.
His inflections tell of his own questioning thoughts. The exchange seems to give Ferris the energy to continue, however.
On Sunday, Mr. Idekin was hospitalized due to the complications with his illness. He passed away the following morning.
Not gonna lie, I almost teared up during this part. Olivia was called here before me. Counseling?
Oh, counseling will be available for you and anyone else affected.
Sorry, do you know where Olivia went?
No, she didn't say.
I'd like to go now, Mr. Ferris.
Yes, feel free.
I stand up from the plastic chair, pushing it closer to the principal's desk. Offering one last nod to the superintendent, I let myself out of the office. As soon as the door clicks shut, I start running. Shit, where'd she go? The studio room, maybe? It's the best lead I have. Thanks to all those gym classes, I'll have no trouble getting there quickly. My new destination takes me to the main staircase of the school and into the second floor. It's not long before I'm staring down the hallway to Idekin's classroom. I breathe a sigh of release as I spot Olivia sat in front of the door. God, what do I even say to her? My thoughts come crashing to a halt as I see another dinosaur beside her, gesturing manically. Ben? Sorry. From an outsider's view, it looks like Ben is trying to talk her into something. But there's such a stark contrast between their moods. I suppose Ben is mourning too, but maybe he's just handling it differently. That's the plan I have in mind. What do you think of it? Olivia? Yeah. Okay. Olivia's reply came off weak and unfocused, like she wasn't talking to Ben at all. Can I count on you to be a part of it? Sure. I remain obscured from view. This doesn't seem like a conversation I should intrude on. I'll just catch up to Olivia after. Internet just crashed. What? We just had like a huge, deep, nut-kicking moment. You're gonna have to watch that again. Glad I'm on my phone. Honestly, I'm somewhat surprised Ben is talking to her. No, maybe that Olivia is listening to Ben. That those differences are being put aside. For once, our priorities align. I had thought to come to find Olivia too. I wonder, Idacon was a mentor to each of us. Like he always been around to help us, but now, all the little things that make you anxious or aggravated are gone in an instant. And all that's left is reality. Why bother with this dramatic garbage? If now is not the time to be brought together, then when? I'm thinking too much. My hands are shivering. Something in my heart threatens to fall apart, but not now. Her voice is far too quiet for me to hear, but whatever she said wasn't what Ben wanted to hear. Olivia, I need to know that you're with me on this. Yeah. Olivia. Ben kneels right next to Olivia's chair, putting the two at eye levels so she kept hers averted to the side. I need to know that you're in on this fully. There's a strange panic in the Parasaur's voice. Please, Olivia, for him. Finally, after what felt like minutes despite it only being 4 or 5 seconds, Olivia looks back at Ben's face and gives him a meek nod. I'm gonna take that as a yes then. The Gator girl gives no other reply to Ben's words. The only sign that his words had registered in her mind were her hands suddenly. Excuse me. Yet gently shaking all the while her claws dug even deeper into her wheelchair's armrests. Her bulwark broke at last. Seeing the droplets from her eyes drives a searing pain to my chest. My instincts drove me forward beyond my common sense. I grip the blue boy's shoulder and pull him up. Get up here! Ben. The Parasaur's eyes snap up towards me. He makes eye contact with me, a depressive expression coating his face. Inko, what are you doing here? I wanted to see Olivia. Olivia's silver eyes finally lift, and the pain reflected in them threatens to shatter my aching heart. Ben looks back to see those mournful eyes too. With a smile! Those reactions seems the opposite of mine, as a smile draws across his face. Inko, hear me out. I'm trying to organize a eulogy for Idacon. You know, say our goodbyes to him. He deserves it at least. Olivia, me, and you. He helped each of us so much, and while the Parasaur rambles on, I turn my attention solely on Olivia. Dude. I push past Ben and take on a knee next to Olivia, now eye level with her. Not really eye level, but Ben finally stops talking. Unlike me. Mwah, mwah. Alright, here we go. I could feel his stare boring into the back of my head. He could see the reflection in the shine. He wants an answer for whatever he was just talking about. A eulogy for Mr. Idekin. It's so surreal to think about. To think that I spoke to him only yesterday, and today he's just gone. A eulogy. Yeah, it's the least we could do for Idekin and his pupils. He deserves so much more, though. So much. Right, yeah. Sorry. Olivia's probably feeling what I'm feeling right now. This fight between reality and emotions. Idekin's gone and I'm still trying to process it. Trying to accept that the fact that I'll never see him again, or listen to him again, or get advice from him again. Never get to impress him, or show him how much I've improved because of his lessons. I don't think I'm ready to accept that he's gone. Ben clears his throat, snapping me from my stupor and back to our current reality. I'm sorry to be so pushy, but I need to know if you and Olivia are in or not. Ben turns to look at Olivia as he says those words. Olivia, meanwhile, continues to stare absentmindedly at the wall, almost as if Ben's words were not emanating from right next to her, but a few dozen miles away instead. Ben, I don't think... I suddenly feel a cool, scaled hand fall on top of my own. I turn to look Olivia, pain-stricken eyes, the gaze deeply into mine, pleading, begging me to make the pain vanish. I don't quite know what I should do. Okay. I'm pretty sure that we're not ready to say goodbye yet, but I gotta make sure. Okay, yeah. We're not ready to say goodbye. Can you please give us some time, Ben? The student council president, taken back by my words. But you, Olivia. His frustration with us seems to grow with each second. Ben, look, no! I turn fully to Ben with hands raised defensively. Ben, listen. We need to do this. For Idekin. For everyone that cared about him. For us. So why won't you help me? We want to, Ben. Really. But can't you see that what you're asking for is way too soon? Damn it, we just found out. His breathing is haggard now. His composure completely blown. And his own pain is painted across his face as he allows his glasses to slide away from his puffy red eyes. Just... Ben. Her voice is so soft and gentle. Her head turns back to me. Her pain's still in her eyes, but also sympathy too. She looks forward and her words are more resolute. Ben, I understand. Parasaur's boy breathing hitches. You're right, we should do this, and I will. I promise I will, but it's too soon. We all need time. But today, Junior. He clenches his teeth, followed by his fists. Oh, where does glasses go? He takes a sharp, uneven breath. His glasses sliding off his face and right onto the floor. They cracked. He pulls a new pair out. What is it? Everybody here have new glasses on standby? He's so agitated, so exasperated, devastated that he doesn't seem to care. My free hand finds itself on my other friend's shoulder, forming a full link between us. Olivia reaches down and picks up the prescription glasses, using her sleeve to smudge them cleanish. Ben struggles his already broken composure, fracturing further. His hands shake as he accepts the pro-offered eyewear from Olivia, having great difficulty setting them back on straight. When he can finally look up from the floor, his eyes are even more raw with fresh pain. You promise? Olivia nods at the quivering question, her own lips starting to shake as well. Yes, but for now Ben finally gets it, as his emotional dam is near bursting. Same with my bladder. Yeah, you're right, sorry. Ben walks up to me and pats me on the shoulder. Then he pats me on the ass. Weird. With a final solemn look at Olivia and towards me. Wait. Final solemn look at Olivia. Oh. And nod towards me. Okay. He walks out of the classroom and out of the classroom. We're in the hall. Leaves Olivia and I alone. As the door clicks closed behind me, I hear Olivia take a sharp and shuddery breath before turning to look at me. Her eyes are glossy and puffy on the edges. Trails of tears stain down her cheeks, and her expression is someone who doesn't want to believe that it's true, but knows deep down that it is. As I look at her, I feel my emotions come back twice as hard. No. I need to be strong for her sake, damn it. Olivia, I try to find the proper words to say something to her. Anything that could give her any sense of comfort, ease, or pain. But I feel my throat begin to tighten like someone's hand is around my neck. I don't even notice that I'm crying until my vision becomes blurred with tears. Without thinking, I wrap my arms around the baryonyx and pull her into a hug. Aww. Alright. Not exactly a good place to leave on, but it's way past time. I am feeling a little fatigued, and my throat's gonna give out, so I'm gonna have to call it here. I know I just said that I was gonna try to reduce everything to like 2 hours, but whatever. I never make promises. You guys should know that about me. I suck at making promises. Like, I made a freaking promise to Dave to make some calls to certain people, but I didn't do it because I was too freaking tired. Yeah, but whatever. All right. So things are getting much deeper, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next time, if things get worse or hopefully they get better. But so far I picked all the right choices. Let me see. Yeah, I believe we're on chapter 3. and there's like 19 chapters. So 19. So yeah, we got like, whew, we got 6 more to go. Yeah. We got 6 more to go, plus that doesn't count to like the final scene, which I think, would you imagine? Okay, yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens next time on I Wanna Hug That Gator. Same Gator time, same Gator channel. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, then please take a nice big bite out of that follow button. And until next time, you guys have a wonderful night. Sleep tight, and don't let the vampires bite.